Good morning. Sorry, washing my nose out. That was nasty. Yeah, washing my nose out, salting. Let me show you something while I'm here. Um, got a little bleach and water solution here. I think it's like supposed to be for 1 gallon of water. You use like 1 cup of bleach. Obviously, I use a lot more than that. I need to buy some more bleach. In fact, I spray the bottom of my shoes when I come in. I spray any packages, and I spray the floor where I put my shoes at. I've actually started spraying, other stuff, doorknobs, things of that nature with this. My sister thinks I should be spraying straight bleach. She actually said that. And after that, I was like, you know what? I don't smell the bleach when I spray it. You know what I mean? I know it's working, but still, the fear that I'm just spraying water. Which I know I'm not. I've got this on my hands before, and I'm like, oh, you know. You know what my fear is? Here we are in late March, this pandemic, and it's going to get worse. And we're already talking about hospitals dealing with the Spain, the Italy syndrome, which is, and I'm going to start calling it Italy syndrome, which is that you have areas where people are going to die. And doctors have to decide who lives and who dies. We're already there. Oh, they're talking about New York's going to be there next week. You know what really bothers me about that? And I don't mean to be morbid. I don't mean to be harsh or cold about this. What bothers me more than the death rate or the people that are going to die is that you still have people in this country who think this is a hoax, this is fake, they're not buying masks, they're not preparing, they're laughing at me when they see me with a mask on, they're making jokes. That bothers me, guys. I want to be very, like, that really, really, because those people, one thing about rednecks is these are cave people. So when the thing comes down, like example, I'll tell you about them black folks I work with at the post office up there on Yorkmont Airport, the worldwide place, which is not really post office. They're like contractors that unload the planes, all that shit. I told you about they joked at me a couple weeks ago when I was wearing my masks and stuff like that, my respirator. And then I come home and they're closed. I don't know how long they've been closed, but it's been at least a week or two. And I'm like, a part of me was like laughing, like, I bet it come home to you now. But then a part of me is like, it's like the NBA closing the season. I still don't think those black people get it. I think they look at it like, the rednecks, they look at it like, oh, they're just being overly cautious. Let me do my job. It's kind of like my grandpa used to tell people the doctor would tell people he knew not to smoke cigarettes no more. And they'd be like, and these are black people, and they'd be like, I smoked 20 years, and doctor can't tell me, and then they wind up dying of cirrhosis of the liver or what they call the cancer, lung cancer. It's almost like that's how black people are in the South. I'm going to do what I want to do. Fuck science. Fuck medicine. Fuck what that white man in the lab coat who went to college learned about the body. I'm going to do what I want to do. And I don't care about what science, basic science and basic biology tells us. I worry about that. That's just as bad as the rednecks. That's no better. I want to be clear. I'm not saying this to be racial. When I make that argument, it's not intended to be racial at all. I want to stop that. I want to clear that up for you guys today. You got ignorant black people and you got ignorant rednecks. I want to be clear. That's a Southern thing. That's not a racial thing. I'm talking about ignorance of people. Okay? You got plenty of black folks that think it's funny to run around here and, do stuff like that. There's a guy I'm looking at today. He did some kind of coronavirus challenge. He licked the toilet bowl and now he's got coronavirus. It's funny how all these people that have joked about it are not getting sick. Like that NBA fucking nigga that got sick, that was touching all the mic. Now he's sick. Fuck him and fuck his family. What's the other guy? Oh, Rand Paul. He's sick. Fuck him too. These are the people that made fun of me when I was younger with prepping. That's that kind of psychology that, oh, you're being you're germaphobe, you're being a freak, and now you're sick. Dumbasses. I don't feel bad for them people. What I do feel bad about is that they are encouraging a behavior, a mindset of not taking this seriously. That's my concern. That's what bothers me. That we're things are getting this bad, but black people who don't watch any news, just want to watch football and stupid shit on World Star, and white people who want to sit around and watch Fox News every day, they're not getting it. And Fox News is talking about how, you see what they done? In the beginning, Democrat hoax. Then it's going to go away on its own. Now they're talking about we got to go like South Korea. And dude, South Korea is testing people. They've been testing people. You're not. You made the decision a long time ago not to test people. What does that mean? Yeah. See, that's anti-intellectualism. My ignorance is as good as your knowledge. When it never was. That's never been true in history. My ignorance, my lack of preparedness makes me better than you. I mean, talking about Fox News, talking about things are getting better. Things are getting better? What are you talking about? You got all these states talking about they're going to have to start making decisions soon about letting people die off. See, this is Fox News. Like, they're a danger to their own voter base, their own viewing audience. I meant to say, excuse me. They're a danger to the Trump voter base. Like, I don't care about them, but it's I'll just say that is what scares me more than anything. Is that Trump has been buying time and buying time and buying time. And we're about to reach the point to where there's no more time to buy. It's over. This thing's going to be unleashed. I think Trump knows it. You know, I said it before. They'd rather kill a bunch of old people and you know, let it mutate than take the chance of destroying the economy and it coming back in October. That's why I read you guys that article about you have U.S. Army troops preparing for winter. They know it's going to come back worse than winter. My dad, you know, I send him a page every day. Because my dad, first thing my dad told me when I told him about the pandemic, first thing he said was, has Trump declared national emergency? And I'm like, what does the Trump declaring a national emergency have to do with me or you preparing? And that's when I realized my dad is a sheep. My dad is a sheep. Even though he knows Trump, he's a sheep. He's still a sheep. Don't forget that. A sheep is a sheep. That's why they're in that position to begin with. You know what I mean? Once it gets bad, they have to acknowledge it's bad, but they're in that position because they're a sheep. And then my dad was like, well, it's only killing old white people. Every day I send him a picture. I send him a new story about a young person that's either dying or close to death from this. Yesterday, I sent him a picture of a doctor in his 30s that one of his lungs was completely full of pneumonia. He's still sick. He got out the hospital a couple days ago. He's still sick, very sick. There's a lady today that's EMT. She's sick. She's like 36. Every day. This is not something killing old white people. This is something that threatens us all. And I guess I know why my dad said that. I think it makes him feel better. He has no control. He didn't prepare. Nobody prepared. And so it makes him feel better. That's why I told you I don't really get into this. The end of the world. Oh, Jesus coming back. Oh, the world's. I don't get into that. I don't get into that because that's just like saying China created this as a bioweapon. It's not helpful. It's not helpful to the discussion at hand. I want to know about numbers. I want to know about how this could be prevented. I want to know about what we're going to do and what the prognosis is in the future. You know what I mean? That's stuff people who didn't prepare, who are waiting for it to come down are doing because they have no control. None. Anyway, peace y'all.